Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week,
yeah,
so that you get your public episode every week, guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's
barely even.
So, please,
for the love of God,
yeah, please. Now it's beyond a joke. Now there's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 100 and I don't know. Me, Simon Wozniak, joining me, Rob Thomas, co-host.
What's happening, everyone?
And a late pull out from Kevin Bridges. So we've got another one legend, Jack Miller, Hall of Famer.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, yeah. Kev, last minute dropout, announcing his Canada tour. So
sick of it.
He said he couldn't do it, so I thought I'd get Jack in.
Yeah.
Good replacement.
Good, yeah.
How you been, mate?
All right, mate, yeah. I've been watching your stories on Instagram.
Yeah. That was good.
You weren't one of the shit houses that asked me if he's okay, was you?
No,
No.
I
I had a good day that day.
Yeah. I felt
12 o'clock start.
When you said you woke the house up, I was like, I've been.
Oh, that wasn't that day.
No.
That was the other day.
Same week, though.
Yeah. Same week, same dinner.
Yeah.
Same state dinner.
Can't have any fun. That was a good day. That started at about 12:30.
Did you go? What time did you finish, or did you finish?
Oh, I can't say, can I? Yeah.
Fair enough,
Anything fun that happens in my life, I can't talk about.
Yeah,
I've got to just be like sort of paint the sort of the picture of like having it all together, but because they can't see me on Instagram, so it's sort of a safe haven.
Right.
No time stamp on the stories.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a good day. I'm glad that people enjoyed the content.
I was thinking on the way in, actually, you're at least you're doing something on stories. I don't do fuck all, mate.
No, I need to do something on the grid.
Yeah.
The grid's dead.
Yeah.
But my stories are quite live and kicking.
Clips are coming soon.
Yeah. The Clippier ship, that's coming. Yeah. Race to 100k. Oh God, just a bit depressed right now, I think.
What have you done to him, Jack? You reminded me of a story.
Sorry, I brought back a bit of a moment.
No. I'll tell you what, that was funny. Bragg's doing Ricky tonight and tomorrow in Manchester.
Yeah.
And where they're staying 50 cents 4 doors down from him.
What, tonight?
Yeah. And he says the floor stinks of weed. And he says he's going in the hallway, it's just 50s crew are just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's good that, isn't it?
Is that the competition?
No.
He's doing this.
He's opening the Apollo.
No, before we talked about Paul Smith.
Yeah.
And like trying to put gigs on with him. Ricky just goes, I'll have 2 dates to the Apollo, there's some going. And the Apollo just messaged him, we got 2 spare dates here. And he puts work in progresses on the Apollo.
Whips in the Apollo.
And then, just funny the idea that fifth's just 4 doors down. Saying that, we were talking about getting him on the pod, weren't we?
Well, they've both been here this week.
Yeah.
That literally blew my mind, now. Because I saw that. So, like, we in a previous episode, we talked about what would be easier to get 50 or you shared it, 50 or Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And both of them have been in the Northwest this week. Like, imagine what it was. I'd have pulled it off. That would have been.
We're just sitting here next week.
I honestly, if that happened, I'd left. I'm not doing it
Just
anymore.
as the Patreon kicks off.
It wouldn't kick
I'd have
off.
carried it on, yeah.
I wouldn't have.
I just left loads behind the paper.
No, because I think
He's gone. There's loads
That
there.
is a good jump off point, that is a good jump off.
To do a typical another one, rather than getting one of them, get both of them at the same time.
Imagine. Oh, no, don't.
Just talking shite.
Oh, God. Do you believe in manifestation?
No.
Do you not?
No.
I do.
I think it's bullshit.
I feel like because some people I think if you're logical about it, do you know what I mean? Like it's like when you manifest stuff and it's within reach.
Yes.
But some people manifest stuff and I'm like, that's never happening. You know, like it's absurd. Like, where I used to work, there was a girl and she was like, what did she want to be? She wanted to be something like makeup in like doing like all like film makeup and all that type of stuff. She'd never done a makeup course. She'd never done anything. She didn't even like going to Boots or anything like that. But she was thinking, that's my dream job. And I was like, how are you getting there though? What's the plan? And she was like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's just like stupid.
But my theory on
manifest with no sort of plan.
Yeah, just like
my theory on that is a dream job is a job that you're never gonna get. So when you chase a dream job, you're then not going for a dream job because it's work. Then a dream to me is it's no work and you're there. So it's like you wake up and you are what it is you wanted to be. The work to me is then it ruins the dream.
Who dreams of having a job?
No, I'm thinking.
Surely the dream is never to work.
No, the dream was to be a footballer, wasn't it? But the reality of getting the work you have to put in to be the footballer, it means it's just a job to them.
That's different than manifesting, though, isn't it? Dream and manifesting.
Oh, yeah, manifesting. Yeah, well, manifesting that what she wants to do. Yeah, if you've got, I know what you mean about being like you've got to have a plan.
Yeah, like we can manifest selling out the arena, and in some arguments we are on our way to do it.
Yeah,
it might never happen, but at least we're on the path.
Yeah,
so we can manifest that.
Do you manifest anything?
No, I don't believe in it.
See, I do. I believe in it. I don't do it, but I believe in it.
What are you manifesting?
Nothing. I don't do it. I believe in it. So I'm too lazy to even manifest.
Is that why you
can't be asked dreaming of the arena today?
Is that why you don't manifest though? Because you want it to be real?
I don't know. I think if you manifest,
like going to a tarot reader and just believing what they say. Because like even though you know the cold reading, you're like, I want this to be real.
If you want
to go with
if you're gonna manifest, I think you have got to be working towards it.
Yeah.
But then I go, there's no point manifesting that when I'm not working towards it. I'm not working towards it. Well,
that's the difference. Like you just said, it's the difference between a dream and a manifest, isn't it? A manifest is something you're working towards that you can see in your future, and you picture yourself. You manifest it because you're pitching yourself in that place, and you use that as motivation to constantly keep one foot in front of the other to step towards it.
Yeah.
A dream is you lie in bed and you think, oh, wouldn't that be boss?
Yes. Well.
So are you a dreamer?
So why don't you manifest?
Why don't I manifest? Because I don't believe you need to be foreseeing it to work yourself towards it. I can foresee myself doing loads of things, but that could just be arrogance. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean I'm going to get there, and it also means I'm willing to put the work in to get there either. Like I say, I can manifest selling out the arena. I don't want to do the work it takes to sell out the arena.
So therefore you don't manifest?
No, I do. I can manifest it, and I am on my way to. You could say I'm on the path to do it, but I don't manifest it now because I don't sit there every day thinking that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm planning for that's what I'm leading towards. Because I don't think that. I think if I get to a room that big, it's by luck.
But you should. Why didn't it's not worked for like 15 years? So why not start manifesting?
Because I'm not willing to do the work it takes.
So what work are you willing to do to get anywhere?
to be consistently genius at what I do.
So what work are you doing now?
That's it. I am working on the art. I'm not working on the way.
So you've only got the artistry side of it down.
Yeah. So the basically
business side of it, you're not paying any attention to.
So if I get there, it's because my art has taken like.
And do you believe you feel that way, or do you think it sometimes affects you mentally that you're not doing the business side of it as well?
I think
sometimes you get a bit angry.
Maybe I'm not. I don't get angry. Maybe I'm not doing the business side of it because I'm scared that I push the business side as well. It's like, well, maybe the art isn't as good. If I make art at home and never try and sell it, who knows what level of artist I am? But if you try and sell it and no one buys it, then your art is.
So what are you? You're not a manifester then.
No, but I'm also a little bit of, if it actually happened by fucking, I don't know what to do. I think I'd fucking explode. You know, like if it got to where
you're not ready for it.
Yeah, no, but I think if I like that dream that everyone, whatever it may be, football or full-time comic or whatever it is, arenas, if I eventually got there, I'd fucking have the world's biggest panic attack because I don't know how I'd handle it. Do you know what I mean?
So, but you're gigging a lot now.
Again, but it's not your dream, is it? My dream's not to be in arena comic.
What's your dream?
To win £1 billion and never have to work ever again.
What about the art, though, Rob?
What
about the art?
I'll still work on the art.
He's had a 180 then, quick.
It's not. Because I
want to focus on the art. What's the dream?
I'll still
win $1 billion.
Fuck the art.
No, but that's the point. I will still do the art.
To who?
Yeah,
I'd still go and gig in that.
Yeah.
You won £1 billion.
I would. I'd buy a social media manager. I'd say, increase my profile so I can tour, and then that's all.
Buy his own arena.
With $1 billion.
What?
With $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all like to think.
My dream is not to be at an arena selling comic.
No. And I don't think, but then again, what about if you want to manifest, if you want to be an arena selling comic?
Yeah, then I'd have to manifest it and work towards
Do you believe that you can be an arena selling comic without any business side?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you've got one guy in mind, haven't you? Who's got a psychopath behind them.
Yeah.
So you need a psychopath then?
So what needs to happen is something to catch fire and then a psychopath to come on board.
So you need a psychopath to be that side of it.
What I need to happen is to catch fire, profile increase, and then someone to come and do the business side. Someone to come and go, we'll do the business side, and I'll go, okay, yeah.
They just let you know where you need to be and what you're doing, and that's it. And everything else.
I'll do the art, yeah, and then.
Okay.
So what? So going back to manifest. So you're not a manifester at
maybe
the
I'm manifesting a psychopath. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Well, maybe yeah.
Start making friends with more psychopaths.
So you're not manifesting anything.
No, I'm not. No, I think I'm quite logical. I think you need to plan A to B and then get to that step, and then because I just think if I thought up here, I'd just be in a fucking constant state of anxiety all the fucking time, like panicking, like how am I getting there? What's the plan? Do you know what I mean?
Well, you did a preview. You did a little hour, didn't you, recently?
45.
That's good. It's more than I've ever done.
Yeah, and
like in terms of like actually getting somewhere.
To be honest with you, though, it wasn't to do with it wasn't to be able to do 45. It was just to put enough material together. So me 20, it was like 2 20s and a bit, if that makes sense. So like going to clubs or doing middles or whatever, it was making me 2 20s tighter. Basically, was the reason why I did
that. Was it Lancaster? Was it like a festival thing?
Yeah. I had like 25 in.
And I've even gone like 3 years.
3.5 years, yeah.
See, so I'd never.
That's good going, huh?
To actually go and do it. But then I think sometimes it's like the sort of they say when you learn to drive, innit? The longer you leave it, the harder it is for you.
Yeah.
Like they say, to learn to drive when you're like in your 30s, it's harder because the weight's more on you. Whereas when you're a kid, you're like, fuck it, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So like the longer you leave it, the more daunting it becomes.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to just go, fuck it, bang it out now.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I had to. So Sam Avery was in the same room after me.
Oh,
and it was a 60-seater room, which was the biggest one that they had. And I asked for a 30-seater room, and they gave me the fucking biggest one. And I was like, oh fucking hell, it's only a third full and all that. But it was sound. They were lovely, and I stayed and watched Sam and all that because I always try and watch people who've been going a lot longer.
Wasn't in like a hotel above a pub, was it?
No, it was the auditorium in the Story or something it's called in Lancaster. It's a sound little. It's only been going 2 years. It's sound festival like run by Lawrence. But they get like decent crowds in to run stuff. But I'm not. I'm fucking years off doing my own show or anything like that. But it was just let's get 20s together.
How did you feel it went?
All right, yeah. I come off and was like, I should have done that better. But then a couple of days later, I was like, well, I've just done 45 for the first time. It's not going to be perfect. So there was one.
Been on stage that long is an achievement.
Yeah, and there was one woman, right? And I think she went to like every show she possibly could, and she got there dead early, and the fella on the door went, just sit at the front, to fill from the front for us, and she couldn't have sat any further at the back. And she just had her arms folded for the whole thing. And I was like, oh, she fucking hates me, like, this is fine. And then she stayed and watched Sam and done the exact same fucking thing. And I was like, why have you left the house? Like, why you come out and
she's
just...
probably seen so much comedy at that point. She's like, not moved by it whatsoever.
Yeah, but I was like...
You do go to the cinema sometimes just to sit. You don't really want to watch, you just want to sit, don't you?
Yeah.
So I suppose maybe she's thinking, I'll sit at the back so I'm not going to affect the performance.
Yeah.
It's not her fault that you can eyeball. Like she's,
do you know what it was?
She's ideally hoping that she'll be in the back, yeah.
Yeah, well, what we done was, the way the room was laid out, everyone mostly sat on one side, and she was just one on the other side of the room. And
was she staring or was she gazing away? What was
just
she
staring right through me, like fucking didn't blink for fucking 45 minutes.
Did you speak to her?
No, I went, oh, thanks for coming, enjoy the show. And she went, and just walked straight.
So she sat there, stone faced, 45 minutes, and just
got respectability.
Yeah,
and then went back in
got a bottle
for
of water, and then went back in for Sam. Because I stayed to watch Sam, and I was like, oh,
Imagine watching that, like 2 hours of stand up in that sort of environment.
Yeah, and I thought, she best not be a reviewer, or
she might be thinking about doing it. That's the only one you can maybe.
Yeah.
People who might have gone, I wonder if I could do it or not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe she's just something to do.
Yeah.
Sitting
Not much else going on in Lancaster, really, though, is there?
That's what I mean. She's either going to sit at home watching Emmerdale, or think, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go down the road and sit in that room instead.
Yeah, she just sat there for 45 minutes going, this is fucking ropey as fuck.
Was it free?
Yeah, mine was, yeah. I think Sam's was like £6 on the door. He sold it out.
Nobody walk out yours?
No.
That's good.
No.
That's an achievement. If it's free, there's more chance of them going, fuck it, just leave.
Yeah,
but the venue sounds so small that it's like...
Yeah, it's rude, like...
It's hard to do it.
Sometimes. No, but sometimes if it's your first hour, 3 years in, they go, we can't. We'll just have to make an excuse and say, oh, we've got to get back for a train or something.
Yeah, it's mad. I found it different, like, when you're doing like a 20, like you can... It's like longer form in it, so you've got more time just to chill and relax and get into it and all that. But then, and my bits tend to be quite longer. But then, like, I watched Sam, and then I've watched like a few others like do like an hour, and their like laugh rate is so punchier, so much, but it's for the full hour. Do you know what I mean? So that's obviously like that's where I'm manifesting to get to next. Is just get that punchy 45. But,
I don't know, you can do an hour. You don't have to have loads of laughs in it.
No.
Yeah, I don't think.
Depends on the impact you're having on the audience. I think though.
I
think the kind of hours that you do have less laughs are the kind of ones that make you come away going, oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, but I think you just get away with not getting laughs in an hour. Like they go, as long as they're fine.
That's Wozzie's advice. They don't need to laugh.
I don't think they do.
Fuck them.
I think they, as long as you're looking like it's like they're content with what's going on.
Yeah.
They go, it's fine.
That's what you aim for these days, content.
They're just content.
I'm manifesting fine. Me missus went to see Chrissy Rock last night.
Oh yeah.
And she rang me, and like my missus is just like a casual like, oh yeah, oh they're good, yeah. And she rang me on the interval, and she was like, that is the most moving 45 minutes I've ever seen in my life. Because apparently the first bit's dead heavy, like it's about her life.
Well, it's not really a comedy show, is it?
You know, and then the second bit's like a like stand up, like our type of thing. And she was like, it's just a roller coaster of emotion. And I'm like, I didn't know that it was like that. And I was like, are you sure you went to the right fucking show? Yeah. And she was like, honest to God. And then she come home and I got fucking retold the full 2 hours. Fucking joke by joke.
Even the gags. She was
like, oh, she said this, remember this? And then, because she went with the mum, and the mum were like telling me the fucking full story. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to buy a ticket myself now, girl, do I?
I could imagine people doing your bits afterwards in like the group they went to see you, and that'd be, gives me the shudders. That
really,
yeah, just don't be doing that. You know what I mean? just go. He was all right, yeah, and then just that's it, and then just tell them who I was.
So you wouldn't get a little thrill from it?
I think it's just jaded in it. So I'm just very jaded right now.
So if you come out
Monday, depressed, poor,
you come out of a gig
in a bad frame, in a spiral.
You come out of a gig, and someone's just like they're going, and there's Batty everywhere.
I think
you wouldn't be like.
I would be inclined to think they're taking the piss.
Right.
And go, don't do it within earshot of me.
Yeah.
That'll be the merch slogan, won't it? Batty everywhere.
Yeah. I was telling him the other day on the Patreon, I was watching my old clips from like 8 years ago, and I was laughing my head off.
What, like?
Yeah, like back in the day, like 2018.
Were you laughing?
Oh yeah, no funny bits. Yeah,
Oh,
belts and bits.
No. My hot water one, my very first gig is on Hot Water's YouTube channel. I've emailed a few times, say, can you fucking take that down, please? Shite.
Do you want?
No, I've got one here, mate. Yeah, it's fucking awful. And I'm like, take that off, please. I'm holding the mic like this. I'm fucking swearing every third word. So bad.
Yeah, it's all right though. Swearing loads.
It's sort of nice to see how far you've come, like.
Yeah, I'm on holiday from fly out tomorrow morning. So yeah,
Kids off.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Keep go to school.
They're not well.
Oh,
they know.
Yeah.
What are we going?
Just outside Benny, there's a hotel with a.
Going to the hospital. That's where he's going.
It's going. Yeah, he's got to make a wish to Alicante, and it's got like a zoo and a water park all on the one. So it's like, go on, kids, sort yourselves out type of thing. So
how old are they?
9 and 3, but the 3-year-old's like, he's more hard work than anyone I've ever spoken to in my life. So bad.
Yeah, so he can't look after himself.
No, that's the 9-year-old for. But no, he's they'll just like, I'll have a beer and we'll push shifts. You have them for an hour, I'll have them for an hour.
So only going for a week.
Only for a week, yeah.
That's all right, isn't it?
The only problem when you go to somewhere with a water park or something on, you've got to every day they want to go. Then when you can't tell them that it's there.
No.
Like I remember when we went, I think last year. I mean, maybe 6 months before, about 18 months ago, we went to one with like a water park on, and like the third day we went to it, and when he realised, hold on, this is an adult. Like it's like, you cheeky bastards.
Yeah.
You kept this from me for 3 days.
Yeah.
That was it. Then because we were down there, the water park was up there. We had a box little pool there. It was great for the first 3 days, just drinking in the bar. Little pool, little baby pool. You can't drown in or not. And you're like, this is great. And then when he realised, hold on, now we're going to water park every day then. Come on, we're going to water park. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like 3-year-old just telling you, no, we're going to water. That's where we're going now. That's where our Aldi is.
Yeah, well,
fucking great.
The 9-year-old will go on like any roller coaster, any slides. He'll just jump off. It's fine. The 3-year-old doesn't like swimming. Like, no, can't get me face. No. So he'll be an handful, like, but it'd be good just to get a week of just chilling out and I say chilling out, but have a few pints and then ruin all my hard work for the. I get back on the Tuesday and the footy's the Sunday. So
The balcony when you're on holiday is the best.
yeah.
Kids down, he doesn't go away. No.
My holiday is being able to get bevied on a Wednesday. In the
Straight
house.
dinner on a Wednesday,
In the house. That's my holiday. Yeah. That's my holiday. I'd rather that than go. That sounds awful to me, I'll be honest with you, lad. I'd rather they just went away for 2 days and I got to stay in the house and could drink on Tuesday afternoon.
We had a big argument.
ChatGPT wrote a set for me, didn't it?
We had a big argument about this last week. At the moment, he's got lights on his car, telling him his tyres are down.
Got it off.
But,
done. For free. FOC.
Oh, well, that's good. But anyway, it wasn't going to be free. It was going to be 550 quid.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a lad's holiday. And he's been told by the mechanic, it's fine. It's just the battery's gone on the sensor.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. And he was like, I can't. I was like, I can't spend 550 quid on that. That's a lad's holiday. That's holiday.
Yeah.
That's a lad's holiday at least. Said I can't spend that. And he was like, my lad's holiday is not seeing them lights. That's my lad's holiday.
Just tape.
I think that's like an autism thing of me.
Yeah.
It's like I cannot have that on. I've got to get it off. Whereas he's like, I'll just live with that being on.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be on for me, and I'll just go to bed.
You the same?
Yeah, I don't care. So like, my car at the minute, at least it's got to go back in September. And I've got it priced up the other day. There's 1,400 quid's worth of repairs that need to be done on it.
They send cunts round though, don't they, to look at the car and really nail you?
Like bodywork stuff? Or?
Yeah, so someone...
Apologise for using the C word there.
Someone ripped me wheel arch off and drove off and didn't think he didn't stop or nothing. And then 2 lots of bird shit had burned through the paint.
Fucking
yeah, you got to get that off quick, haven't you, man?
And then me birds with their car hit mine. And I was like, "Can you?"
So what happens then? You've got to pay that.
I've got to have the car's got to be spotless.
He's got to basically get the work done himself before they try and charge him treble.
Yeah.
And will they let you go somewhere black?
Yeah, as long as it's a VAT registered. Some of them want a certain garage because they.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
It was your car brand new when you got it.
Yeah.
They might demand you have to go to like mine's a Volkswagen. I've got to go to a Volkswagen approved. So if it's like a Volkswagen approved one, so like, they have like people who used to work there, Volkswagen specialists or something.
Yeah.
So you can go to one of them, but
no, I don't know.
Why are people leasing then?
You just don't tell them. And as long as you got Volkswagen parts on it, they don't know.
Yeah.
You just got to use Volkswagen. You can't use like Euro car parts, which are like copies.
Yeah.
Got to use actual Volkswagen parts or whatever car it is. Got to use them parts. As long as you use them.
So you have the car for 3 years.
Yeah.
And any damage needs to be done needs to be done by used approved VW.
No, if anything goes wrong with my car, they have to fix it because this is like face like it.
Who has to fix it?
Them. Mechanically, if anything goes wrong mechanically, it's their responsibility. But because is there stuff like bodywork, so stuff like he's done to it.
Yeah.
So he's damaged the car, if you get what I mean. If I damaged it, I'd have to fix it.
So is that a benefit of leasing then? Is the fact that anything goes wrong, it's on them?
Well, normally it's a brand new car.
Yeah, so not
no MOT, no tax.
Mileage can't be high though, innit?
Well, mine's on 14,000.
Mine's 10,000 over.
Is it?
Well, then, how much is that? It's not that much extra, is it?
15 pence a mile.
Yeah, so how much if you do?
Mine's a bit less than that.
If you do 40k.
Well, mine can't be over yet. Because
what's your contractual lease mileage?
10.
Oh, don't talk about this because I'm concerned about ChatGPT now. But hypothetically, let's just say you bought and said, right, I'll only do 10 in this.
Yeah.
And then you just decide, not that you will because you don't travel that far, but if you did decide to travel.
So you end up with
40,000. Then you're 30,000 times
15p.
It's not that bad, is it, really?
I think mine's 10p.
For the year.
I'm going to end up about the same. But
15p.
Like
no, it's not great.
What is it, 1,500 quid or something?
4.5 grand. If you do 15p times 30,000, it's 4.5 grand.
No, 10,000.
10,000 over. So you get like an allotted.
Not for the year.
What is it?
10,000 over total, not for the year.
So you get like 10,000 a year for 3 years, and then if you go over that,
okay.
So 10,000 over 10,000 over.
It's going to cost me just under 3 grand to sort it all out.
Yeah, but what, 20,000 miles a year?
Not a year. 10,000 total over. So 3,000 a year.
What?
So a third of that.
Right.
Can't do a third.
1,500, but I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Right, so you do 10,000 miles.
So he's agreed to do 10,000 miles a year, and he might end up doing 40,000.
This is just for content, by the way. I know exactly what's happening, but like, so 10,000. Yeah. So then his clock comes in at 40,000 in a year.
Yeah. So
No. He does 40.
So my clock says 40,000 at the end of the contract.
Which is 3 years.
It's meant to say 30,000, so I'm 10 over. So they charge me for the 10 over.
Yeah, I know that, but you're going to do 30. You're going to do 40,000 miles a year.
He's not.
No, I'm doing 40,000 over the 3.
Nah, you won't. Not if you're working hard enough, mate.
Well, that's
not if you. Yeah. He's saying that is what
that's the thing. When I first started doing stand up, I was just doing like open mics around Liverpool.
If you're not hitting 35k, I don't want to listen to you. I don't respect anyone with less than 35k a year.
And then now over the last couple of years, I've been like, it's getting close that now. When's it go back? September? All right, okay.
Well, I saw the gig in the Northwest, didn't I? So I thought I was sound with 14,000.
No.
And then I started supporting Paul, and that was it. Now I'm in the fucking arse end of everywhere. So now it's fucking through the roof.
Where's the furthest you've gone? Cardiff?
No, well, further than that now.
South Coast, innit?
Bournemouth, Poole, Plymouth.
Animals. Plymouth's a big one, innit? Like that.
I got a message the other day. This is where I'm at. Someone messaged me and was like, do you fancy doing a gig in Red Car? And I was like,
oh yeah.
Car,
And I was like, yeah. And I went, how much for? He went 30 quid. I was like,
yeah, and go.
I was like,
add the mileage on, take the negative 50, and then I listen to you, Jack.
Yeah, but then I've got.
That's when you'll be content with them being like, it was fine.
It's not just negative 50 though, is it? Because then I've got to fucking pay. Hypothetically speaking, I've got to pay the lease company as well on top of that.
And the tyres are getting worn.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
I'll
money
go
is
through some tyres me as well.
the money is horrible, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Soul destroying.
I'm gonna be. No, this is what I mean. This is why I need to manifest. Be positive. Need to be positive now. It's just spiraling, isn't it?
Do you know when you drink though? Do you? Is it always in the house?
Yeah.
So you don't like wake up like?
What do you mean? Wake up?
Like wake up in like mad places and all that. Do you know, like?
No. Just wake up and then like delete some stories
younger?
if I've said something controversial that I'm not happy about. I just delete that.
No,
move on.
I got a mad the other day when I was at uni. I woke up after every day drinking, walked home from town to I was meant to go to my mate's house in Walton, and I woke up at 8 o'clock on a Monday morning on the 5 ways roundabout.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock on a Monday morning on the roundabout.
When was this?
When I was like 20.
Oh,
never.
I thought you meant recently.
No.
I've never done that, mate.
Woke up and I was like face was covered in mud and all that. Lost my phone, and then I had to try and get off the roundabout in rush hour. Going the wrong way, going which way am I giving way? Yeah. And I was like, I think when I was at uni, I just blanked out a lot of fucking mad shit. That
My worst has only ever been my mom's couch. I didn't live there anymore. Just because I was around the corner.
Home and pigeon, just like back.
Yeah. When I'm blooded, I find my way home. Like, yeah.
Oh no! Me and my mates one lad woke up behind the shops on Bold Street in the alleyway.
The soccer game.
Yeah.
What? When is it?
22nd of June.
Right.
22nd of June.
Week on Sunday.
You playing?
Yeah.
He's there.
I had my first game back on Wednesday. Didn't say I was going to say in the Patreon. Yeah, first game back since I broke my ribs on Wednesday. So for the first game in about 6 months, I reckon.
You broke your ribs?
How did you break your ribs?
I broke my ribs about 6 months ago playing footy with the
6 months.
the manager from the shop, from Mike from Hot Water.
Did you?
Yeah. It got too heavy. Like, if I'm being honest, I was blaming my trainees and all sorts because I give me boots away. If I wasn't retired that night, give me boots up and all that. Getting to our kid, he was using them. So I just put a pair of old trainees on and played on the pitch. And he got that longer Astro, the pitch, just that little bit longer. And I was running through on goal and I just fucking fell right onto the ball, smacking the ribs. But not just any old ball, 120 quid proper fucking Premier League, like the match day ones. So they're fucking rock hard.
Just why I wouldn't fucking...
And I was like, I'll play me
I'd be fuming if you fell on my expensive ball. Fuck
the
off.
ball was sound. My ribs were gone.
And I would still be annoyed. I think you damaged it somehow. I'd be like, oh, I fucking ruined it.
Couldn't breathe or nothing. And then, like, it took me a good 8 weeks to get normal again. And then I was like, I'm not playing. Get injured too much. But I don't do anything else. It's the problem. I don't do anything else. I walk a bit now. I'm trying to walk. So I start out for fuck it. I went and played last Wednesday. Took me about 15 minutes to get going. That 15 minutes, touch was back. Like,
did you see Tony when
just
he said he got the ball? He couldn't fucking
he was telling me he couldn't see the ball, so he couldn't trap it. I was like, oh no, I could still trap anything. Like, just can't run.
Yeah, I'm not in there. Yeah, just if you can't see the ball looking down, it's a problem. I mean, I'm lighter than I was last year.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm slightly lighter. So I've lost about.
Me and Kev 11. Finn have been on a big.
Have you?
He's lost 40
pounds. You need
pounds.
drug testing him. He's a cheat. Drug cheat.
He's lost 40 pounds. I'm on 20.
Has he? Yeah?
I'm on 26.
He's
now.
the skinny lad up top.
Who's that shit?
Pick number 9.
Just signed him from Lazio.
Fucking Manjaro and Ozempic up front.
I remember last year, there was, at one point, there was Kev, you, John Capewell.
And that's Australian.
Dan Wiles, all up front. And I was like, there's 4 players, and that's about half a ton.
Well, no, that was when I lost my rag proper. Like, I know I was refused to go off, and that was all funny. But the one time I genuinely did lose my rag was when all 4 of us were up front. And I screamed at Matt, who does your gigs with you, just think before you make a substitution. There's a ton of stone up front here. There's a ton of bring off a fatty for a fatty,
yeah,
or spread us around the pitch. We're all up front.
What the teams are the same teams last year, or are they different?
No, mixed. So we've got
Tony playing, or is he?
Tony's got a few YouTubers and stuff on his team this
Tony's
year.
managing.
Tony, he'll come on like a Daglish used to come off in the Legends games and all that. So he'll do a bit, but the different teams.
Stephen Tries supposedly meant to be.
Stephen Tries, still Ryan. The Gaz show, who runs that United with Angry Ginge.
Right.
They're playing. But some of us have been playing.
I'm going to go right through Stephen Tries.
Yeah.
He's been talking shit about me, hasn't he?
Oh, has he?
On the green room, yeah. Mentions my name every now and again.
Oh, what did he say?
Don't know, but the last 2 times he's done it, he just drops a little Rob Thomas in there. Like someone says something, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like Rob," and I'm like, "You I've never even fucking met you, rat."
Do you know when you fell on that ball? Do that to him, Stephen Tries.
Break his ribs.
But yeah, it's 22nd of June at Marines Ground. But I think there's been a game on a Sunday being going with some of the lads who've been playing, and I've been trying to dip in and out of that when I can. I've been playing on a Wednesday, but I'm a lot lighter than last year. But I'm in goal this year for us.
Why?
Just I was looking at the team and I was like, I don't really fancy any of the others in goal. And I used to be a keeper, so I was like, I'll jump in goal this year.
Boots you wearing?
Preds. I just got a new pair of Preds.
Beer ones.
Yeah.
I priced them up once. So before I played last Wednesday, I was pricing boots up, and I was going to get a pair of Work Up Monday Hours, 120 quid, and I was like, I just can't. I can't commit to paying that in case I only play this once and never again.
You can put them on the halfway line, though, like the MMA fighters do.
No, I think I'll buy them for that game, because if it was play the next 3 Wednesdays and then play that game, that'd be 4 weeks. I'd be like, yeah, right, I'm back then. I'm back.
You get Mundials?
Yeah, they're the only ones I really like. But there's some Preds there with the thingies on. I like the lazzies. I keep the tongue down.
They're so narrow. That's what I've got. They're so narrow.
Are they?
You're like...
No use for you then. If they're narrow.
Honest to God, like
fucking...
I'm like a 9.5, and I had like an 11 on, and it doesn't matter how fucking long they were.
It's just narrow.
They're not narrow. It took me like 3-4 weeks to break them in.
They're all so thin now.
Yeah.
They scare me. I'll be like, I'll break my foot in them.
Yeah.
I need a thicker boot.
Yeah, I don't think I don't. I just sit it out, lad. You got work to do. You need to gig.
No, I'm back. I need to move up.
I'm just happy this year that the tops are going to fit. That's a big win for me this year. Because last year we lent two kits, and there was nothing went near anyone.
Has it sold?
Well, it's just a £5. It's just a £5 on the door.
Just show up. Innit?
It's just a show up and £5 on the door. So people are bringing.
You coming down?
Families down.
22nd of June.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making my birds come down.
Want to kick off about 1:15. I'll
behave then.
So it's not an early
I might, but I'm not staying for the old. Was it 90 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm not staying.
It's
22nd.
Why do you come and play?
I'll break. I need to break. A break.
A 5-minute cameo.
No, I would break.
With one ball in for me. And then
would you manage?
I need to deadlift in that.
Would you manage?
I'll just shout at.
Just come with a load of cans. Just come with a bottle of red wine and steak butty.
Yeah.
Little hot plate.
I'll just skip this and then get off. I might come down actually, just sort of.
Do you come down? I think I'll get me birds. Bring the baby down.
Yeah, I think
he's never seen me play footy properly, so.
And then everyone's gonna go back. Everyone's gonna go back to Blackstock after and have a few pints and that. So not on too heavy.
Yeah, we never really did that last. Oh, did I just get off with the huff?
We had the. I think we had the mezzanine, didn't we? And then I think because you had a go at most people, I think everyone was just like, "Is Rob all right?"
I felt so bad on Alfie Carter, man. Because like Alfie Carter, like I was screaming at Matt. I was screaming at Matt, like.
Matt Jones.
Yeah.
There's a ton of stone up front. Bring a fatty on for a fatty. I'll put one right back. Don't put all of them up front. But anyway, yeah. And then Alfie just, he's dead sweet and nice and sincere.
He's a lovely lad, yeah.
I was like, Rob, do you want to just calm down? I just said to him, get the fuck out of my face now.
Just on the pitch or in Blackstock?
On the pitch.
Yeah.
Like right by the goal. I was like, I wasn't happy with myself, but.
Yeah. The best for me was when the ball got played over and you ran towards it and the ref waited for you to get it and then blew for offside and you could just see the fucking rage in your face when you turned around. Are you fucking messing right? Like that. And So yeah,
He was laughing to himself. The ref as well. I was fucking.
well, this year it's that ref's lad. He's a lad. He's 19. He's doing it, and his two mates are all qualified refs, like, but they're gonna do it. So
I'd like to ref a game. Have you ever refed?
I'm a qualified ref.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I only do like up
Kids.
to under 10s because they've changed it now. Well, they changed it now from it used to be 9 aside, so it goes 5, 7s, 9s, 11s.
Yeah, it's mad that. How old are you?
37.
So you're the same age as me. I've only ever played 11 aside.
Yeah.
Played 7s up until year 2, and then it was 11 aside.
11 aside, yeah.
From the minute you were in
goals.
juniors.
Yeah. And then, so when I first started ref, and I thought, the only reason why I'd done it was because for me lads footy, there was never refs. So I was like, well, if I'm qualified, then there's always a ref there, and I take the team as well. So that was the only reason why I'd done it. What?
You must have had some abuse.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I got booked once because we had someone's brother. Someone's brother from the other team was reffing. And I said, I think at least it wasn't even something that clever. It was something like fucking, come on, boys, just because that cunt's against us doesn't mean we can't win. Like, we just scored to equalise or something, he booked me. And I was like, fucking rat.
Yeah, when they let the other manager run the line is a bit wild, but it is what
Well,
it is.
if I know I'm reffing a game beforehand, I just go, listen, help us out. Like, I'll take, if I don't see it, I'll go with whatever you give, unless it's plainly obvious.
Yeah.
And I do that to both sides, but I'll get the other manager and go, listen, because it's so hard. You don't realise how hard it is.
I can imagine.
But you have to get like accredited when you first pass your course, and you have to do like 5 games, right? And you went do this under 7s game. I was like, all right, sound. You can see everything. Game's dead slow. All the kids are in one group, dead easy. And then he went, right, your next game is 11 aside. You've got no linesmen, so you have to call the offside as well, right? And I was like, yeah, it'd be sound, right? And these kids were like fucking racehorses, every one of them. Yeah. And one of the lads, it didn't give it because I thought when the ball was played, he was inside the half. And their manager was like head to head with me and everything in the car park after it and all that. I was like, it's my second game, lads. The kids are fast as fuck. I don't know what you want me to do about it. And like, as soon as they kick it, you turn, and then one of them will like snap, like 2 foot in there, and they're all kicking off. And you're trying to watch the thing here, and you're like, you're just doing this constantly. And then you know what? A shit ref doesn't move out the centre circle.
Yeah.
I was in the centre circle not because I can't run, because I didn't know where to fucking look next.
Didn't know where to go.
Oh, it's so fast. And then they said to me, can you do it under 16s game the following weekend? And I was like, oh, come on, lads.
With no linesman?
No linesman. And it was on lower break. Right?
What are they hoping to achieve by making you do it without linesman?
There's
no lines. You can't get refs. Never mind lines.
Don't have the numbers to do it. So it's like either that.
It's just a horrible job. And it's just like, why am I going to do this on a Saturday and get smacked with a golf club?
Well, there was one lad. It was the worst one I had was off at under 7s thingy. There was this kid. You know that there's always a bigger kid, isn't it? That's thingy. Yeah. And he wasn't fouling, but he was just flattening kids. So every time, and one kid fell and like his head bounced off the floor. So I blew just to check on the kid. Didn't say it was a foul or nothing. Anyway, the lad's dad ran over to me and was like, "You're fucking picking on my son, bro." I went to grab me top like that, and I just like smacked his arms down. I was like, "I haven't given anything. I'm just the kid's head just bounced off the floor. If your son's head bounced off the floor, you'd want me to check if he was okay." Anyway, gets to the car, waiting at the end, and you have to like give your scores, and I'll get to the car at the end, and I can just see the fella standing by my car. I was like, oh, he's coming to apologise, and he was like, "I'm fucking telling you now, if you fucking ref my son's fucking game, I'm gonna fucking come for you and all this." And I was like, and bear in mind, his team must have won about 11-1.
Oh,
so I went, "What are you trying to achieve here?" type of thing, and he was just like, "Well, yeah, you fucking grab it." And then in the end, he just knew that he was just tying himself up in knots, and I was just like, "What are you doing? What are you trying to achieve?" I was like, "Get your lad back in the car and go away."
In front of his lad as well.
In front of his lad, yeah.
There's no other parents there to just go, stop it.
Well, obviously refs are their dads, so they were all like, there was like a gang of them, like,
yeah,
like yeah, this is like me fucking third game in, lads, nice one. Probably
just watching. No one, even like you think someone who's on the team with the dad would go,
yeah, you think
what are you doing?
No,
they're just
no. Half them just think, oh, I don't want anything to do with it, and just get my lads away and think you. But he was fucking screaming out in the face. So then I stopped reffing and was just managing my lads team on a Saturday and Sunday. And then when the ref didn't show, I'd do them games. But it was always a new.
And what age is your lad, under 9s?
He's just under 10s in September. Yeah. So
when you start from under 9s or under 8s or
under 8s.
Now, what's that like managing a kids team? You like, because I'm sure there must be a bit where it's like everyone's got to get equal amount of time, minutes.
That's the thing.
Without the thing of like.
That's the thing without saying is like. When I was doing it through Prescott. I've just changed to go to Apollo and Aylwood, but the thing was every kid gets equal game time, and obviously some kids develop. They try and put you in teams where like they're all the same level and all that. But
yeah, I've heard. I mean, like my little nephew plays, and he was saying like basically they had 12 lads, but they had 12 lads for 8 aside or something. But like 4 of the lads were shite and 8 of them were good. So they just took the 4 lads away and made another team. And rather than having like, they'd rather only have 1 sub on 7 aside.
Yeah.
But at least to the same level sort of thing. Like you go and get game time then because we don't want you to play with this team. Because every time you play, you either fuck up or you don't play and you're never going to see the ball anyway.
Yeah, they try and get them to the same level, but if your kid's a fucking spanner and the kids just go and the game just going at 100 miles an hour past them.
Well, who's picked him? How's he got picked?
The parents want to make him go, don't
yeah.
But the trials, don't you have trials?
Not for Sunday League.
Not for some of that. No, it's just like, use a sound.
Not for under 8s teams.
No, they're just put together.
No, we used to have trials for under 8s and 9s.
Back in the day, yeah, but not now. It's just like...
You get a call on Friday if you were playing or not?
No, it's not now. It's like, it's all inclusive now, Simon.
Yeah.
Is it? You got anyone who
so
changes?
So do you just get given a gang of players? I'm assuming your lads in them. But
so they went training. They tried to put them in similar ability groups, but then they do it off like 1 or 2 training sessions. Then like a couple of weeks down the line, well, he's shite or he can't even. He's standing on the halfway line picking his nose most of the time.
Is that how most teams are made up now?
Yeah.
So it's not like you and your mates from school just start a team. No. Every team I've been a part of, that's how. Just like when we had what first team I played for was just me mates. Like we went with all the lads from school when it was in a team. One person coached it, who then fucked off after 2 games. So my cousin's dad took over.
Yeah. And
that was the first team I played for. And the next team I played for was one of my mates, fellas. Did their team from when they were like 8 till under 18s, and then went, I'll just do that again with a gang of lads, then I went and played with them.
Yeah, I've just started doing a bit about this, about like safeguarding, with like managers, and just like, I'll just a weirdo off the estate, just 11 kids, come
it's
with
just,
me.
It is, well, that's what it was when I was growing up. Whoever's dad would do it. Yeah. Whose dad is the least alky? That's what it used to be. Yeah. No, whose dad would stay off the ale to get up on a Sunday and do it.
Sometimes whose
dad's kid was the worst player who couldn't get a game unless he managed the team.
Sometimes, there's some of that.
Yeah, and then sometimes you'd have a guy who'd do it and his kid would be good, and that team generally used to win everything because like it was like the kid plays every week, so he's good, so the dad's all right going every week, and then everyone else just has to be better.
One of my
is there not one team that just dominates it?
Well,
Town Green used to be
they tend to be academy kids. They tend to be academy kids. So you see some kids now who are like 8 and 9, and they're just freaks of footy. They're like,
my nephew's team. He was the only one not an academy out of 12 of them.
Yeah,
and he's had 3 trials. Like he just keeps going to trials and bottling it basically.
Yeah.
So his aim this year is to be on an academy, but it's like every one of them was at academy. I never. I used to have like 1 or 2 players at academy. The only team I ever played for where pretty much everyone was going to be an academy or an academy was when I played for council. When I played for county, when I played for Sefton. Everyone had been at academy or academy.
Well, a mate of mine, he runs a team and he's based in Warrington, and he took a team of lads under 8, I think it was, or under 7s to the Etihad campus, and it was Edison's kid, De Bruyne's kid, and he said it was like 28-0. Like they went to just freaks. Like they just, as soon as they come out, here's a fucking footy. That's all you're doing now.
Professional training.
It's ridiculous. But like now it's, I mean, the hardest thing about the thing is the parents by a mile.
I was going to say, so no money involved. You got to. I'm assuming you have to raise the money as well.
Yeah.
You got to try and do the fundraising, and is the parents going to you, like, my lad's not getting enough games? Or
It's not even that. It's the stuff they shout. Like they're the most abusive things on a Saturday and Sunday. Some of the stuff, like games get abandoned. If you call a ref a cheating cunt now, a game gets abandoned. And then
What about cheating prick? Is there any scale, or is it cunt in the actual fucking contract?
I think the cheating bit is the worst bit.
Right,
Do you know what I mean?
so you get called a cheat. It's off.
Bringing the game into disrepute and all that. But
that's at the discretion of the ref, innit?
Yeah. I just go, I didn't hear it. Yeah, carry on. Like, whatever. But
have you ever pulled a game?
No, I had a manager say he was taking his team off though when I was reffing because his team were getting beat 12-1. And he went to me, how long's left? And I went 2 minutes. And then he said it was a foul, but it wasn't. It wasn't a foul. The lad got the ball. And he was like, oh, you haven't given the foul, right? That's it. I'm fucking taking my team off. And just like dragged all the lads off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it, you're getting beat 12, but they've got to learn.
Is there a thing in, I don't know, is this just younger age? But you get extra player now if you're getting beat by more
4.
than 5.
So if you're getting beat by 4, you get an extra player. And then if it goes down...
My God.
If it goes down to 2, the player has to come off.
Woke nonsense.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when I was, I don't know what I was watching. I was watching it, and they got an extra player because they were losing. I was like, this is pathetic.
Well,
I wouldn't. If that happened to me and they give me an extra player, I'd walk out. I go, I'm not playing. If you think,
yeah, but these are like 7 or 8 year olds.
Still, have some respect.
I remember being 9 or 10.
Have some fucking respect. Like when someone just lets you score in FIFA, like
lose with dignity.
Yeah, I'd rather get battered 20-0 than do it like 27 because they give us a good kid. Like no.
I remember 9 or 10 when they made 4 of us, told us we were now past the halfway line. So like just said like the best 4, like you aren't allowed past the halfway because we're just twatting this team that much. And we were just taking turns because if you're past the halfway, you're getting subbed off. So we just taking turns to dare each other to go on a run. Go on.
Great.
Just fucking go and do it. And then I had to do it.
Playing against a bad team, that was fun when you could do like 30-0 and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just start trying to score worldies. Would you just shoot from everywhere?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
You just start shooting from everywhere. It'd be great.
Yeah, it was stupid. But the kids just didn't even want to be there, did they?
No,
like, it was
no.
like it's a waste of time. This like they're not even trying to challenge.
They're just too I think kids are like the soft, aren't they? Like the way they're set up footy wise, it's just very soft. Like fucking, they can't header.
That's been taken
Of course, that's been taken out.
Throw-ins are gone.
Kick-ins now, innit?
Kick-ins. But then what happens is the kid with the big kick just fucking goes, yeah, I'll take this throw-in, and just fucking launches it anyway towards the fucking goal. And you're like, you haven't thought that one through. Like, you want to? I remember I used to come home. I used to play centre half when I was a kid. My head would be fucking banging because of being fucking heading balls. My kit didn't fit. The pitch was fucking frozen.
You were the kid who could head the ball, then, were you?
Yeah.
I used to look at some of them centre backs and be like, "How's he heading?"
I used to love it, mate.
I've got CTE.
Yeah, I couldn't head it.
No.
I would never head it from a goal kick, especially out the hands.
Yeah, I used to love it.
If it's off the floor, no. Even then, no. Even then, no. But if it's an out of the hands goal kick, that's bouncing, mate. That's bouncing, and we're gonna see where it goes.
We used to do head in practice, and you'd be like,
you can do head in practice, throwing at each other, but a fucking
no,
but
what they do, they put like ping it into the box, and it'd be 1-on-1. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Sort of thing. No. And that was my time to shine then, because I bully people, but I couldn't I wasn't beating anyone in the race. You know what I mean? But I fucking.
Did the refs is it paid well enough to do it?
You get for an under 8, under 9s game, get 30, 35 quid a game. But 40 minutes.
Do they move anywhere anymore? What I mean is when we were playing, so we used to play not the whole of the Northwest, but so the furthest team away might have been Burscough from Bootle.
Yeah.
And then we go for different parts of Liverpool and Southport and that. Don't the kids just stay on one field now, mostly?
For an age group, for a season, yeah. So they're right, your thing is Prescott, for example. So you play Prescott Soccer Centre. And then last year there was a home and away, but they're the away will be Halewood and the home will be Speak or whatever. So they're really next to each other anyway. But most of the time they're even playing on grass. Half time it's 4G all the time. Yeah. So everything's just tailored. I remember the fucking...
You haven't even got a favourite pitch,
No.
Oh mate,
where did you used to playing?
Also, because it was I used to twat them 8-9-0, but they had the best pitch.
Did they?
It's like
good nets as well.
Oh, good nets. Cricket club. It was a cricket club mainly, so the cricket pitch would all be grass would be gorgeous.
Proper groundsman.
Proper groundsman, yeah. Proper groundsman, proper changes.
When you're saying good net, it wouldn't have been like
Square. Yeah, so it had
side netting.
Yeah.
All the way to the back.
It had them little triangle things, so like
stanchions.
Oh yeah, but he's got them. But did it have stands at the back pulling the net back?
No, but they just do.
Pin I thought you meant it had like level.
No.
Freshly painted crossbar.
No. Nobody did. Crossbar was white and all that. Like no rust of the and then, like I say, the level it was level, no hill, just absolutely level.
Oh, no.
Best grass or anything.
Best grass. Lovely village to go and visit. And like a nice little drive up through Bearsco and all that. And then then we get there and they'd be shite. Yeah. And we just twat them and you'd be like, this is
too soft.
Town Green had Edge Hill, but Edge Hill like full. You know, you get full size. And it's like the park full size. And then you get full size, and it's just like massive.
Yeah.
Like, they used to have a good pitch, but they twat you there. We once beat them though. We was a turn up for the Bucks. Like
we used to Edge Hill Uni.
Yeah, we were beating them and they weren't
we
happy.
We had that.
One kid just came from nowhere. He was just dead good at one point. He just turned from like 13, 14 from the beating. Like, he's got to go in the 18.
We had that from Household. We twatted them every single year. And 1 year, at half time, they brought on this lad who looked Samoan. Just fucking like The Rock. And we were all like, the fuck's. And he was just running. The thing was, we were twatting about 9-0 at this point. So he come on and just started running all over the place. Just couldn't get the ball off him. Not that he was that good, he was just that big. But then because we were all just a gang of scallies, we made just 2-footed them at his knees. And that was it. Then.
I remember we played Tiber, and this was before like they had that hub in the middle of Tocky, and it was them and us for the league, and we beat them 4-3 at their ground, and like every time I fucking tackled someone, got threatened to be stabbed with a screwdriver and all that. Yeah. But when we first got there,
that's why I never made it.
Yeah, when we first got there, my dad got out the car and went, just stay there a minute. And I went, yeah, all right. And he goes up to the manager and he's talking to them. And I can see my dad's not happy. And I went, what's happening? No, just get changed. But at the end of the match, just get straight off. Don't just shake hands and get off. I was like, all right, sound. As you walked on the pitch, next to the pitch, like right next to it, was a car still on fire.
Good God.
And my dad was like, yeah, it's a bit rough round here, lad. You'll be all right, though. Yeah. And then we beat them 4-3. We ended up, like, I think that won us the league, or, like, we were Everton by 3 points. But I always remember this, like, fucking car just still on fire from the night before on the pitch. But I remember I slid over a Coke can and it like, ripped all the skin off my knee and fucking all horrible stuff. Kids now
is that when it was proper dry mud and it was like you sandy. It just
it like graze. Like play on concrete, you come off graze all over you.
Weep,
as soon as you get out, you've come in like studs and it's like this is like you feel every stud. You're like, ow, you're thinking this is a bad game.
Yeah, used to slide and take half your fucking hip off, take a big
all bobbly and shit.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a good game this year, though, I think, with the footy.
Could you do more? So how many games could you ref in a day?
You could probably do about 3 or 4, I think.
Can you?
Yeah.
So it used to be old cunts that used to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be our ones. Those
now,
the
young ones. Have a young lad.
The under 18s have a yellow armband on. Let's say under 18s ref on, so you know who's under 18 and all that, and then
she can abuse a bit less.
Yeah, so they're like, but now this
it's not a bad way to do it though, is it? If you put it like a kid,
this is the best one. So they have
you get one of the armbands. There's no way. I don't care.
I want to see his
He's not 18.
They have a rope.
Be a weasel if you did that, wouldn't you?
It's like
40-year-old with a band that you can't hit me.
Go on. I have one with fucking ADHD. Yeah. They have a rope around the pitch now, right? Yeah. And when you're a ref, you have to go to the manager. Have you set up the respect line? And they go,
surely you don't call it that.
That's what it's called.
You say the rope. I just
go, have you set the... But it's got to be so far back from the pitch. It can't be like right on... No, they used to have fucking parents.
Yeah. We used to be on the pitch.
Yeah. Now it's that. It's called the respect line. So when you're doing your course, they go, right, you set up... It's like 5 metres away from the line. And the respect line, you make sure it goes to the full length of the pitch and all this. And then you saw some of the refs, especially the ones from like out of town or like fucking St. Helens or Warrington, and they go... excuse me, can you set up the respect line, please? And you're like, oh, lad, you've lost the fucking crowd before you even started here. Like, just say the rope, like, it's fucking sound. But yeah, the respect line, so that's... And you think that's the ref's not going to air the abuse because they're 5 meters back.
Well,
They
it's
just
actually
shout.
so there's less. What is it? The less distance between you and the ref to abuse him with. That's what.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's to give the ref a head start on a run, basically. If he has to fucking
And how can the ref call games off for anything if he feels now?
yeah, if he feels threatened or anything like that, just call the game off. I seen one
We
ref.
didn't, not when we were kids, but like when we were adults, we used to have crates on the side of the pitch.
Yeah,
I wonder if refs would let that go these days.
for under 9s, I reckon they might. I've seen, when I used to play. Where was I? I think it was Clubmore. Maybe someone drove a car onto a pitch in the middle of a fucking game.
Yeah,
kicking off.
Yeah, someone chase a ref with a car.
But not that long ago at one of my lads' games, the ref and an axe. The ref.
What the fuck?
He was literally going to prison on the Wednesday.
Yeah, you might want another chat, would you?
Playing the last game. Playing the last game.
I still stand by it. I don't
Change
think
all
it
that.
needs to happen. I think it's football. Sunday League's got to go, man, if this is happening.
That in Simon's room 101, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just too. You should. I don't know. There's got to be something that they have to put more money into it. Say that you got to have security or something. That's a joke.
There's a respect line.
They put money in rope and pegs.
Do you have
It's just can't head the ball, no throw-ins, and then they're still getting people turning up with fucking axes.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about back in the day.
There was a lad who refed my lad's game, and it was in Heighton, and their manager was giving the kid shit. He wasn't giving the ref shit. He was bad, like.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's not doing as they're told. I agree. But he
part and parcel of the game.
the ref went, you need to calm down to the fella, and that just fucking ignited it all.
Yeah.
Next minute,
My dad got off because of that.
his assistant manager fucking walks round like the side of the goal and starts giving the goalie shit. So there's lots of fucking
The
battles.
opposite keeper's goalie.
No, his own.
Right. Okay.
Confidence booster. And next minute, the ref goes, right, I'm going to call a game off. And there was like 2 minutes left. He goes, I'm going to call a game off if you don't send him away from the keeper. So anyway, he walks like 20 yards. The game finishes. As the assistant manager goes over to the team, he goes, I don't like the abuse you're giving the kids. I want you to go away. And he goes, it's my fucking team. I'll fucking do whatever you want. So anyway, he goes to front the ref. Next minute, the ref pulls his phone out to fucking nonce catcher him, like I've got you on camera for my safety and yours type of thing. Yeah. And the fellow went and just took the phone out of his hand and starts running down the field. And next minute, the ref's got his fucking backpack on, trying to chase this fucking lad after his phone. And then they met by the car park, and I didn't see what happened. I just seen the ref get his phone back and like fucking stormed off. Going, it's going in the report. And then walked back off.
Surprised they haven't got body cams. No.
Yeah.
But that'll be next, I reckon.
Yeah.
I won't.
It
It is unfair on them, like, innit?
It's just a waste. Why are you doing it?
My dad was horrible, man. Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I remember telling the manager, tell my dad to shut up.
Yeah.
And the manager said, can you stop abusing him, please? And he got off. His dad got off with a cob on because he got been told to stop abusing me.
You've been giving secrets away, have you?
But the best was my little brother. His dad, I've mentioned this in one of me in adolescence bit, and it's a true story. My dad made my brother half time. You're not trying. I don't want to be. And my little brother just starts crying. I'm right. Take your fucking kit off. Strips him down to his undies. Has to walk across the whole field. Because this is in Hightown. So there's like 8 pitches. And they're in the furthest one. Has to walk across the whole field in his undies in the car and drives home. Makes you take the kit off and leave it at the side of the pitch. 9 out of 10 maybe.
yeah. Well.
Fucking hell. Well, that's my lad. My bear would leave me, I think.
Yeah. You ever seen a ref get hit?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
They go down.
It was the pitches are back at Walton Hall Park. You know, like the shit ones at the far back. We were playing King Gary, I think the team was called. And the ref gave a pen. Next minute, the lads who give the foul away just fucking bombed the ref right out. And everyone was like, "Do we carry on or like,
Can't carry on."
Like, so you're a qualified ref. Could you ref? Could you get into like proper refereeing then?
I mean,
have you got to do more courses?
No, you just do like every year they open a window for progression, so you have to apply, and then that following season they have people come down and mark you, but
Like watch you sort of thing.
yeah, but you have to do like so many open age games to do it to progress, which I'm never gonna do. So it's like you'd have to do
fear. Is that what's holding?
It's just not worth it. Like for the kids ones, it's you got to deal with the parents and all that, but whatever. But like it's I'm not good enough to fucking even do a shit under 12s game.
What makes a good ref?
Just knows where to stand and where to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so obviously when they're in the corner, as you see the refs, I see some positions where the refs are going, oh, that's where you need to be for that angle and everything.
Yeah.
So what?
I imagine a lot of that comes with experience and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just experience.
the first thing's probably fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're fitting up right, but what other things could you go, oh, that's a good ref, that? I know obviously you're going like letting the game flow and everything, but like any other little tips you could give to refing a game?
Half of it, like, so when you do the course and like if you don't know what say what the fucking decision do I give here, just sell it. As wrong as it might be,
Commit.
just fucking blag it. Go, nah, it's a drop ball. I know his legs and half, but he's downhill.
No,
Do you know what I mean? Just sell it, just commit to the bit. Just fucking, like, I remember I give a drop ball for like an accidental handball or something, and I done it, and it was against my lad's team, and the lad just fucking volleyed it, and I went in straight away. And I was like, I don't know if he's allowed to do that or not, or whether it's indirect or what. And I just went, oh no, you can't do that, lad. And then I fucking Googled it when I got home, and luckily I got it right, but I didn't have a fucking clue at the time. I just went, no, you can't. He's got to pass it to someone else before it goes in and all that. But that would have made my lad's team lose 5-4. So whether there's a bit of bias there, I don't fucking know. But yeah, at the time I was like, I haven't got a fucking clue what that rule is. You never. You go download the app with all the rules on, and when you're bored of a night, sit there and go through it. Like, not a fucking chance. Just wing it as you go.
How many stages is it to get from what you've done to professionally reffing? Like when can you go pro as a ref? Like
I mean, have you seen how much dough they're on? The Premier League
I saw that on a podcast.
125 grand basic plus all expenses plus an appearance fee. Yeah. And then if you do Champions League,
Euros and all that,
you double what?
Get a little guitar. You get a guitar game.
Yeah, fucking get absolutely.
Steve Sidwell's pod saying that on it.
Yeah, but it's
or Ben Carson, that keeper. What's it?
Ben Foster.
Foster, yeah.
But I think it's like the first one's like 7 steps, or like level 7, and then 6 is like high level Sunday league and Saturday league. 5 is like county.
Yeah,
and then you get like your national league and EFL and all that type of stuff. So. But I think I reckon once you're in National League, surely the amount of games you're doing.
MMA then at that point.
Yeah. On the fucking steads at that point. But it must get easier as you go up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Less
abuse sort of thing and all that.
Yeah.
But because you get loads of shit now, like and half the time you just like.
I couldn't do it, man. My lad started a new footy the other week. I just like coaching, just like a new group, because now he's in school. So we started all kids his age, where he's been doing like 3 to 6 till now.
Yeah.
Which is just a piss take, because all the 3-year-olds don't play, because the 6-year-olds just pushed them over. So now they're doing their own age. And one of the dads was like, oh, do you reckon, because I'm the busybody who knows all the other dads.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you coach them when you go on for tea? I was like, no, I'm far too toxic.
No.
I just be honest, like I've got too much left in the tank from when I was a kid.
I'm about to buy a pair of Monday Owls. What are you talking about?
They're new.
Well, the Crocs, yeah. Got Crocs.
When did you get them?
Last week. Give up, haven't I?
Yeah, I thought. I don't mind. I don't mind a Croc.
So comfy, like.
No, I can't do them, mate.
What size are they?
Oh,
size are you going for?
11.
You like them?
Yeah, it's easy to drive in and slide. Do
you think you'll start wearing them out? Out. Yeah. Like going to the pub in them?
I don't think so.
Why not?
But not for
they're stylish.
Let's be honest.
I think with a sock, I think a Croc's nice.
Oh, never with a sock. Come on. Anyway, right before you go, let's.
You got a Croc?
Let's promote this.
Never.
Not for me.
Never.
No.
So comfy, you know.
No.
I said no for years.
I'd rather go barefoot, me.
Why would you? Why?
You can't like go barefoot.
For me, sliders, me.
Why not a Croc?
Yeah, but when you like walk, do the school run, you can't walk there back and sliders properly.
Why not a Croc?
Trust me, I get a Croc. You.
Would you ever go for an Ugg?
No.
Oh, come on.
No,
Why not?
No. That's
I wouldn't even go for a quilted croc.
Right. Yeah, but
Quilted
but you can't do a quilt. No. I'd have an Ugg over a quilted croc.
I wouldn't have either.
You can go for an Ugg.
no, an Uggs.
No, you're not going to go for an Ugg because you said no to a croc. But you could get an Ugg. You'd love an Ugg.
Oh, no.
Nice little slide on Ugg.
My feet would sweat too much. Right.
For the winter, though.
Let him promote this game before he goes, will you?
A Monday I'll Ugg.
That's what you'll need.
Right, what's the charity?
The Owen McVeigh Foundation, they do support kids and families who living with cancer. So they have premises now where
Premises, yeah.
they've got a lodge in the Lake District, and they've got one in North Wales where like the families can go and have like little breaks away and all that type of stuff. But they work with LFC. They started working with Everton as well to like
The only charity that LFC sells in the shop.
the only merchandise that they sell in the shops, and we'll be wearing all the t-shirts on match day. So the 22nd kick-off will probably be about 1:30 on the 22nd of June. It's a £5 on the door. There's also a comedy night on the 20th of June at Hot Water. All the proceeds are going to the Owen McVeigh Foundation as well. So ticket to the 12 quid, I think. So
I'm on it.
yeah, Rob's on it.
Do it.
Who's on it?
Callum Oakley, Eddie, Jamie and Tony, and Ben Robinson are going to do it as well. So.
Jamie and Tony. There you go.
Solid. Go and
Go
go.
on the 20th.
I don't get asked for these things, do I? Never make the poster anyway.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the poster if you want. Wear nugs.
Never get asked for not on me, mate. I'll make my own way in this life.
Manifested it.
Yeah.
Manifested charity gigs.
Yeah, fuck that.
Manifested me. I got a charity gig cancelled last week.
Ooh.
We'll discuss it on the Patreon.
Okay.
Felt bad.
Well, where can we find you, Jack? I mean, they probably know anyway.
At Jack Miller Comedy is where all my bullshit is. Yeah.
Give Jack a
Marine,
follow.
tell him Marine Football Club.
Oh yeah, Marine Football Club.
Sunday 22nd. Get there for 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and we'll come and watch.
Yeah.
It'll be a laugh. I might
go to that or SeaWorld, whichever takes your fancy.
Similar.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best to be on my best behaviour, but I can't promise nothing. I'll probably
it's getting properly recorded this year as well, so there's going to be evidence. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many cameras?
I think there's going to be 3.
VAR? You having VAR? This
I
one?
don't know whether we'll have that lines up.
You wouldn't need it speeding up or anything, would you?
No.
Let's watch that.
Yeah, slow it down. No, that's the pace it was played at.
Can't like that.
Right.
There. Like, just there. He punches him just there. Yeah.
You can see Rob's vessel just blow there. And he looks at another fat cunt coming next to him up front. Sound.
Right.
Tickets for the comedy gig at Hot Water.
Yeah.
There
Hot
we go.
Water.
20th
Cool.
of June. Come and support that.
Nice one.
Thank you
Sign
very
up
much.
to the Patreon. Say that.